Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Dick Pritchard from Columbus, Ohio. You are listening to our CTFO Rockstar Team training for June the 28th, 2020. Hope all of you had a great week. If you're new to CTFO, it is a nutritional products and wellness company. We make money by selling those products. It really is that simple. It was founded by the three guys you see on your screen here if you're watching online, Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I've known Stuart and Michael for about 10 years now. They're completely honest and ethical people. I've known Steve a little bit less time, maybe a year. If you wanted to pick three guys to run the company that you're working with, you couldn't find three better people. They do not receive corporate bonuses or salaries. No, they are paid as distributors just like you and me. They had to build a sales team just like we do. So that's the kind of company that you're working with. Let's talk about our weekly progress. This week we signed up 342 new members. 12 of those came in for free by mail from a postcard or a flyer or through our postal profit system. Our 31-day team sales volume, $66,357. Our weekly team sales volume so far, week is not quite over yet, $14,068. We did not sell any packs this week, but listen, I saw at least two cases where somebody either started with Build Your Own or maybe they didn't, but they bought a 3-pack of 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. For your information, one of the silver prepackaged silver packs is a 4-pack of 10X Pure Gold Super 1000. You can buy it for less money than a 3-pack in a single. If you're going to buy a 3-pack of 10X Pure Gold, for goodness sake, just buy the silver pack with 4 of them. Save some money. Be smart. Pay attention. Okay? We now have a total of 40,593 members. I realize a lot of them are inactive. And maybe some of them aren't even real people. But what's important is the people we have who are active are generating the kind of sales numbers that you see up above. And the other point is that the company allows people to join for free and never kicks them out for not buying products. So we have people who kind of come and go. I've had folks who come and gone 2 or 3 times, okay, because of maybe circumstances in their lives and all that kind of stuff. We do have people who are constantly coming back. I get emails from them all the time. I restart them on the email list. I help them, get into their back office so they can order some product and all those kind of things. The other point I want to make about that number is that I'm one person, okay? So I'm trying to provide sales aids and those kind of things for at least several thousand people, if not 40,000. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that on the next chart. But bear in mind, there are an awful lot of people in my group, so I only have so much time to deal with any one person. Postal Profit System, our system that mails out letters and signs people up on a product auto ship. We sent out 108 info packs this week, 183 follow-up info packs, for people who did not join after 30 days. And we had 4 auto-ship signups. We're just starting, or probably will start this week, to get hit by the mailing that went out on June the 16th. I got my sample letter on Friday, so I'm expecting to get hit with a bunch of coupons this coming week. Okay, a few more updates and training. Please, I mentioned this early, pay attention when you're ordering product in larger amounts. You can save money if you use the build your own Pact option. You can save money, especially if you're ordering 10x Pure Gold, by ordering the pack, the silver pack with 4 bottles instead of buying a 3-pack. Be smart. Not only do you get credit, pack credit, but you're saving money. That's the real point of the packs. Okay, so watch what you're doing. If you're going to go to build your own pack, you know, if you don't buy at least $349 worth of stuff, you won't get credit for a pack. So just pay attention, okay? I sent out an email about this, but I want people to understand what it means. The new mailing address, I closed my old P.O. box in Columbus, all right? I have a new mailing address. This is actually a post office box, but it has a street address. 597 High Street, Unit 510, Worthington, Ohio, 43085 5044. This is closer to where I live, okay? It also gives me a street address. If you know anything about direct mail, you know people prefer to respond to a street address than a P.O. box, even though that's crazy. That's the way they think, okay? So that was the other reason. The third reason is we wanted to give a new look for the business, take my name off the card, use my new DBA, Income at Home, and so you'll see the new postcards don't even have my name on it, okay? And they have this address. Now, if you are printing your own postcards or flyers, you will want to, if you have some of them sitting around, you want to get them in the mail as soon as possible. The mail that goes to the old P.O. Box, P.O. Box 340040 in Columbus, will be forwarded to the new address for 1 year. So after that, I guess they will just do a return to sender, okay? So get all that stuff out of the way. If you are ordering new postcards from me that already have the new address on them, if you've gotten a postcard master or a flyer in the last 3 or 4 weeks, you probably already have the right address on them, so you don't need to worry about it. But if you're printing your own postcards or flyers and they have the old address on them, you need to contact me by email and let me know that, oh, I want a new flyer, I need a new postcard master. If you don't need either one of those, there's no need to respond to that email. I got bunches of people who responded and don't seem to understand what they're responding to. Now, having said that, I want to give a short lesson on mail and why it is so slow right now. First of all, mail through the post office is moving more slowly. I can tell that based on when things are mailed from somebody else to me and when I got them. Secondly, I'm taking precautions because of a couple things. Number one, even here in Ohio, there's been recent additional spikes in COVID-19. We're not in near as bad shape as, say, Houston, Texas, which has their hospitals at capacity. In spite of what some people think, the virus has not gone away with the summer heat. It's probably going to continue until it just slowly dies out, or we have a vaccine. Somebody told me yesterday that most viruses die out in 18 months. Well, that puts us all the way into next summer, okay? So the virus is still around. Partly because of that, I'm only picking up and sending out mail on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The other issue is that the address there in Worthington is right on the main street in Worthington, and we're having continued protests and demonstrations in downtown Worthington. Nothing wrong with protesting, but these protests include blocking traffic. All right, I'm not going to put myself at risk by trying to go down there on a Saturday when people are blocking traffic. It's civil disobedience, but it's also against the law. And I don't know what's going on with all of that stuff. I certainly support the fight for racial justice and equality, but it looks to me like some of this stuff is out of hand. Okay, that's all I can say. In any case, I'm not going to put myself at risk by going down there at a time when there's civil unrest going on. So because of all that, my response to your mail may be slow. If you mail me something on a Monday, I may not get it for a week, okay? And if I get it on the following Monday, my response to that, namely your postcards and names, won't go out until Wednesday. So that's a week and a half at least. And then, of course, if it goes out on Wednesday, you may not get it until Friday or Saturday. So don't complain about me being slow to respond. I send things out the day after I get them, but I don't always go to the post office the day after I get them. I'm now taking 2 days to respond to all the mail I get on Monday, and then it goes out on Wednesday. The mail that goes out by Postalocity, which is our automated mail system, goes out usually the day after we get stuff, but if stuff comes in on Friday, it won't go out until Monday because Postalocity does not send stuff out on Saturday, okay? So understand that mail, it's always been slow. That's why they call it snail mail. But it's even slower now than it has been. You need to be patient. I don't appreciate it when people gripe at me about slow response. I respond as fast as I can. You won't find most people who respond any faster than I do. I work every day, whatever is required, all right? That's the way I run my business. I respond to emails as quick as I can and to mail as quick as I can. I don't like whiners and complainers, so don't be one. All right, moving right along. Again, I think the Derma Vee new product, Derma Vee, is going to be available very soon. They said June. Well, we're almost out of June, so we'll see. I want to order some just to try it out. I hope some of you do too. We'll see how that goes. All right, the July newsletter will be prepared this week. July the 1st is Wednesday, so that's when I'll start preparing it. I don't know if I'll get it out by the end of the week, but I'm trying to get the newsletters out as early in the month as possible. It'll go out to the email list. It will also, a copy is always included in every postcard order. Well, people ask me all the time, how can I build this thing? Okay, how can I build a business? It's really very simple. 1, 2, 3. Number one, be an active member. In other words, be on auto ship for any one $47 or higher product. That qualifies you for all of the pay plan except the Business Builder Pact thing. I'll talk more about that on the next slide. Number two, advertise your business. The only way you get paid is when you bring in people who buy a product. So obviously you have to bring in people, and you got to advertise in some way. Now, advertise can include sending emails to friends, sending friends and family to your website, all those kind of things. So that's advertising. That's free advertising. Most advertising costs money. That's why we have direct mail systems. You can obviously advertise on online, like a Craigslist, things like that. If you know how to do that, that's fine. Many of our members do that. You can, within the COVID-19 restrictions, you can actually have meetings and that kind of thing, but that's kind of hard to do right now. But any way that you can put your business in front of new people is advertising. Well, when you bring in new members, you want them to do number one and number two, so you need to follow up with those new members. There are a number of ways you can do that. You can send them an email. You will learn that 90+% of emails go unanswered and even unopened and maybe even unseen. They end up in spam folders. You can call them on the phone, but at best you're going to get voicemail. It's probably better to try and text them if they have a cell phone. Some people ignore text as well. Here's what nobody ignores. Everybody opens their postal mail. That's why we have a welcome letter. If you want one, shoot me an email. I'll send you a 2-page PDF that includes all your information on the letter so you can send it out to your new members. When you get a sign-up, the company sends you an email with your new members' name, address, phone, and email, if they have all those things. Okay? So you have a mailing address. Use it. That's the most effective way to follow up with our new members. Our welcome letter tells them a little bit about our success as a group. It encourages them to do number one, become an auto ship member, and offers them a carrot if they do that. 250 free names and postcards if they do that in their first 21 days. So you'll want to get that letter off to them right away as soon as you get that notice that they've signed up. Is there a number 4? No, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The Business Builders Waltz. And keep doing that till you have at least 7 levels of active members, and you'll be making lots and lots of money. What about our Business Builder Pact strategy? The Business Builder Pacts were added, I think last November. Okay, it's just one more way to make money, especially upfront money. And there is a smart way to do this, okay? Really, I would call them super saver packs, because all they really are is a way to buy larger amounts of products and save more money. The silver packs have a 5% discount, gold packs a 10% discount, and the platinum packs a 15% discount. Plus, if you buy one in your first 30 days, you get another 10% off, okay? So it's smart to buy a Business Builder Pack in your first 30 days if you want to use this strategy. But Here's the steps and the strategy. Number 1, be an active member. Yes, that's important no matter what else you do. Number 2, buy one business builder pack for yourself of any size. It can be silver, gold, or platinum. It really doesn't matter. For most people, if you're just starting out, unless you just want to save a whole bunch of money on $1,000 worth of product, there's no need for you to buy anything bigger than a silver pack. But buy one pack for yourself that qualifies you for pack pay. Okay. Number 3, enroll your spouse or other family member under you so that you have a position under you to use for this strategy. If you don't have a spouse, don't have a family member living with you, live all by yourself, then you can create an LLC or a sole proprietorship business and enroll that under you. That's very easy to do. It's legal, okay, with the company if you do that. That business just needs to have a different tax ID than yours, okay? And you can get a separate tax ID for sole proprietorship from the IRS. If you want to know how to do all that, shoot me an email and I'll show you how to do it. Number 4, use Build Your Own to buy all your additional products under your family member. In other words, when you need to stock up on, say, keto shakes or creamer or CellUV or whatever, you know, buy it all at one time. If you're using the Gold Super 1000, like I said earlier, there's a 4-pack that's a silver pack that saves you a bunch of money on that. My wife likes the 10X Pure 1500 milligram. And a 3-pack of that qualifies as a Build Your Own silver pack. So every time she needs some more, I buy another silver pack under her, and I get $100 bonus on that. Or really, I just save another $100 on the purchase. But this is a strategy to follow. And then number 5, follow up with all your personals. Teach them to do the same thing. And what happens when you do that? Your sales volume is going to explode. Now, you know, there's smaller amounts of CV associated with the packs, but you still get the volume, all right? Volume is what qualifies you after you have at least 3 and preferably 5 personals on auto ship who are active. What matters is sales volume, okay? You want to build that up, and this is a way to build your sales volume up so that you can qualify for higher and higher ranks. You know, 5K, 10K, 15K, vice president, senior vice president, executive vice president. That's how it's done. Why do we use direct mail? Well, I've never liked inviting people to meetings or having meetings. I've done it in the past, but I don't like it, okay? Most people don't like it. Most people have trouble learning how to do those things, how to talk to people on the phone, how to have meetings, all that kind of stuff. So the way I recommend that you start out is always contact your warm market first. That's people you do know, yes, your friends and family. I know a lot of you are going to say, I'm in the No Friends Left Club. I've been in 12 of these things, and nobody will listen to me anymore. Contact them anyway. Shoot them an email and say, hey, if you'll join this wholesale buyers club under me, it will help me even if you never buy anything. That'll make them crazy because they don't understand how that works. And then you can show them the video that talks about profit sharing positions and why they will benefit you even if they never buy anything. okay? But start with your warm market. You can enroll not only your spouse, but your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. Get all those people to your website if at all possible. Get them signed up. Some of them will want to buy product. Some of them won't do anything, but some of them will want to build with you, and that's where point number 2 comes into play, because direct mail allows you and your team, your warm market team, to approach people you don't know. All right? When you run out of people you do know, you need to approach people you don't know. Direct mail is a fantastic way to do that. Number 3, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard with essentially no training. You don't need to go to a weekend boot camp to learn how to mail a postcard. It is not hard, okay? And that means that direct mail is duplicatable. Very important word. It means new people can do it quickly. They don't have to learn how to do it. All right, and if you got a bunch of people under you who are duplicating what you're doing, you are generating what we call leverage. In other words, you benefit from the work of other people. You don't have to mail all the postcards or all the letters. If you got other people mailing with you, that multiplies what you are doing. Does it work? Yes. It works for everybody except those who quit mailing. Because when you quit mailing, you quit advertising your business. All right? Advertising is something that must be done constantly and consistently. So if you're going to mail postcards, commit to mail some number of postcards every week. We recommend 17 cards a day. That's about 500 a month. If you can't afford to mail 500, mail 250, mail 100. That just means you're going to go a little slower. Determine what your budget is, your advertising budget, and stick to it. Don't spend your life savings. Don't take bread off your table. Establish a budget and stick to it, and don't quit. That's what makes direct mail work. Reminders of calls and webinars. The CTFO corporate webinars are at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Just go to ctfowebinar.com at the appointed time, and you can listen in. The next day or two, we'll get an email from corporate giving you a link for the replay if you missed it. These webinars are recorded, so try to be there live. Can't be there live, at least listen to the replay. These are important. They keep you up to date on what's happening with the company. Secondly, my friend and my personal enroller, Mike Swilling, holds his legacy team call at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. The number is 319-527-2973. Mike also posts this as a Facebook Live presentation in addition to the call. You can do either one you want. Mike is an old friend of mine. He does not promote the same way I do, but I have a lot of respect for him. If you are trying to promote by word of mouth, Mike is a great guy to listen to because he is the best there is, in my opinion, on how to do that. So these are some other trainings that you can listen to help you build your business. I don't really have a story this week except to say this. I guess I can say I'm very troubled by what our country is going through right now. That's independent of any political opinions I have. I see that, people have been cooped up for several months, been told to stay home and all those kind of things, and that's actually good advice. If you don't have to be out, to stay home. They've been told to wear masks, and that's good advice too. If you're around people, at least, you don't need to wear them in your house or in your car if you're by yourself. But if you're going to go into a store or be around other people, you should be wearing a mask. That helps slow this thing down. But I see a lot of people who are angry, on edge. Maybe they lost a job or they're not getting paid. More and more people are unemployed, all those kind of things. And it's kind of like we're in a tinderbox situation. That's one of the reasons I believe we're having so much violence and all that kind of thing associated with legitimate protest and that kind of thing. But it's like the whole world has gone crazy, okay? Try to avoid that. Try to have an attitude of, hey, things are going to get better, and we have a solution, all right? We have a solution for your health, and we have a solution for your wealth. Focus on the solution, not the problem. Have a fantastic week, guys. Dr. Dick, signing off.